Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the fourth quarter. I'm gonna start. This is very interesting because my first time uh, doing this. Not only going live by myself, but in actuality, I'm gonna start doing instant reactions to sports because sometimes I have a lot of thoughts and my mind's in the moment. But you're also gonna be able to see fourth quarter every Tuesday, and you're gonna love it. You can check us out on all the podcasts, Apple, Spotify. But anyway, let's go into it. The game starts out, and I was never worried because I have this feeling that I don't think Lamar Jackson gets the respect that he deserves. And this is an example of it. Everybody is like, "Oh, the Texans are going to beat the Houston. The Texans are CJ Stroud are going to beat the Ravens at home." I don't understand why people have to watch football to understand that defense wins championships. And I know in 2009 they got beat by the Titans because they had the first seed, but this is a different team. This is a different Lamar. And it was awesome to see him just on display today. And he had one of those type of games where I'm going to be honest, man, he could carry them all the way to the Super Bowl and win it. And I and I'm going to keep saying this again. And I had the Ravens and the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game because I thought the Ravens was going to go far. I knew they were going to win the division. I said this back in the summertime. But if the Ravens win the Super Bowl, Lamar Jackson wins MVP. I said this last week, and I'm going to continuously say it. You would have to start putting him in the conversation as a great quarterback. He would have 2 MVPs, a Super Bowl win, and a Super Bowl MVP. You got to start putting him up there, kind of like Jokic, right? Same thing. But great MVP, doesn't do it in the postseason. He goes on this run. If Lamar Jackson goes on this run, because this is the best team and they're young and they're going to be back, awesome time for football. But and shout out to Houston. The game started. The game started kind of slow, 10-10, but I have faith in the Ravens defense. And listen, guys. This happens during the NFL games where a team gets rest, they're a little rusty, and halftime the Ravens were clicking. And those are the Ravens that we've seen all year round. And if this was 4 quarters and they were clicking like that, it would have been another 45-point game blowout. But Texans kept it interesting. I mean, once the punt return happened, I was like, it's all good. And I said, once the Ravens ran the ball and they drove down and scored, I knew it was about to get ugly. I text my friend, like, it's ugly. But listen, shout out to the Ravens. Shout out to Lamar Jackson. This is going to be a wonderful AFC Championship game, whether it's going to be the Bills or the Chiefs. They got to travel to Baltimore, and that stadium's going to be rocking. So shout out to the Baltimore fans and the Ravens. Shout out to Houston. I know a lot of Houston fans. They had a great season, and then they have a great dynasty to build on. You got a young head coach, you got a young franchise quarterback. The culture in the building is different. So Houston is in a great position. And who knows it? It looks like Houston is going to challenge the Jacksonville Jaguars for the division every year. But it's early. But CJ Stroud looks like he's going to remember this, and I think he's going to be one of the young QBs you look out for. So, all right, guys, that's my instant reaction. You're going to catch me. It's going to be small, but don't worry. You'll get my full thoughts on Tuesday after I hear all the haters make the excuse of why they picked the Texans and not the Ravens. So, all right, guys. Hey, I will see y'all later for my live reaction for the 49ers and Packers. All right, fourth quarter out. Peace.